For many movie lovers, Pierce Brosnan will always be remembered as the elegant spy from the legendary James Bond film series. The perfectly tailored tuxedo, the confident smile, and the calm voice made him one of the most memorable versions of the famous character. On screen, he looked fearless, the kind of man who walked into danger as if it were simply another appointment. Yet behind that polished image lived a very different story. The real man carried memories, struggles, and quiet determination that few fans ever saw. His life was shaped long before Hollywood ever called his name. The journey from a small Irish town to global stardom was not easy or predictable. Instead, it was built from resilience, patience, and a lifelong search for belonging. Understanding that journey reveals something deeper than the legend of a movie hero. A childhood marked by distance. Pierce Brosnan was born on May 16, 1953, in Drogheda, Ireland. His early life began with a sense of separation that would quietly shape his personality. His father left the family when Pierce was very young, and his mother moved to London to pursue work as a nurse. Because of this, he spent much of his childhood living with relatives in the Irish countryside. The people who cared for him were kind, but frequent changes in home life made stability difficult. As a child, he learned to observe the world carefully and adapt to new environments. School often felt like a place where he remained slightly on the outside looking in. Instead of drawing attention, he became thoughtful and creative. Art and drawing became small escapes where he could express himself freely. Those quiet, creative moments planted the earliest seeds of the artistic life he would eventually pursue. A new life in London. When Pierce was 10 years old, his mother invited him to join her in London. Moving from a quiet Irish town to a busy city was a dramatic change for a young boy. London was fast, loud, and filled with unfamiliar faces. At first, he struggled to adjust to a new school system and the challenge of fitting into a place where he felt like a newcomer. Yet the city also offered opportunities he had never seen before. Museums, theaters, and street performances exposed him to creativity in many forms. During his teenage years, he discovered a fascination with performance and storytelling. One unusual early job involved performing fire-eating tricks as part of a small entertainment act. Though it sounds surprising now, it gave him confidence and helped him overcome shyness. For the first time in his life, people watched him perform and responded with curiosity and applause. Discovering the world of acting, inspired by his growing interest in performance, Pierce eventually applied to the prestigious Drama Centre London. The school was known for its intense training and demanding expectations. Students were encouraged to explore their emotions and personal experiences to bring authenticity to their performances. For Pierce, this environment felt surprisingly natural. The challenges of his early life became useful tools for understanding complex characters. He studied acting with dedication, learning not just technique but also emotional depth. After graduating in 1975, he began working in theater productions across the United Kingdom. The roles were often small and the pay modest, but each performance helped him develop confidence and skill. These early years on stage formed the foundation of a career that would soon move beyond theater and into television and film. A breakthrough on television. Pierce's big opportunity arrived in 1982 when he was cast in the television series Remington Steele. In the show, he played a charming, mysterious man whose identity becomes part of a clever detective story. Audiences quickly noticed his charisma and screen presence. He carried scenes with a natural blend of humor and sophistication that made him instantly recognizable. The series ran successfully for several seasons and introduced him to viewers across the United States. Hollywood producers began to see him as someone capable of leading major projects. Around this time, whispers began circulating that he might one day play the famous British spy James Bond. The idea seemed perfect to many fans. He had the elegance, the confidence, and the mysterious quality that defined the character. Yet the path to that role would not be straightforward. Love and family. During the early years of his career, Pierce met Australian actress Cassandra Harris. Their relationship quickly became one of the most meaningful parts of his life. They married in 1980 and built a warm family together. Pierce also adopted Cassandra's 2 children from a previous relationship, embracing them fully as his own. Later, the couple welcomed a son together, creating a lively household filled with creativity and love. For a man whose childhood had lacked stability, this family represented something deeply important. It was the first time he truly felt the comfort of belonging. Home life balanced the growing demands of his career and reminded him that success meant more than recognition on screen. Those years were filled with happiness, shared dreams, and the simple routines that make a family feel complete. The role that almost wasn't in the mid-1980s, producers from the James Bond film series approached Pierce with the opportunity to take on the legendary role. At the time, it seemed like the perfect match. However, a contractual commitment to his television series prevented him from accepting immediately. As a result, another actor temporarily stepped into the role while Pierce continued his work on television. Though disappointing, he handled the situation with patience and professionalism. Instead of dwelling on missed opportunities, he focused on strengthening his acting career through different projects. That period taught him the value of perseverance and timing. Sometimes success arrives not when we expect it, but when circumstances finally align. Nearly a decade later, that alignment would finally happen, giving him the chance to step into the role many already believed belonged to him, becoming James Bond. In 1995, Pierce Brosnan officially debuted as James Bond in the film GoldenEye. The movie was an immediate success and revitalized the long-running spy franchise for a new generation. His version of Bond blended classic elegance with emotional depth. Audiences appreciated the balance of charm, intelligence, and quiet intensity he brought to the character. Over the next several years, he continued the role in Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, and Die Another Day. Each film expanded his legacy within the franchise. His Bond films collectively earned billions at the global box office and solidified his place in cinema history. For many viewers around the world, Pierce Brosnan became the defining Bond of the 1990s and early 2000s. Life after the spy. After completing his time as James Bond, Pierce chose not to remain defined by a single character. Instead, he explored a wide range of roles that showed different sides of his talent. One standout performance came in the dark comedy The Matador, where he played a quirky and vulnerable character far removed from the polished spy image. Critics praised the performance and recognized his willingness to take creative risks. Later, he surprised audiences again by singing and dancing in the musical film Mamma Mia! The movie became a worldwide hit and demonstrated that he could laugh at himself while entertaining millions. These choices proved that his career extended far beyond action films and that he remained open to new challenges and creative experiences. A new chapter of love. In 2001, Pierce married journalist and environmental advocate Keely Shaye Smith. Their relationship brought renewed stability and happiness into his life. Together, they built a family with 2 sons and shared a strong commitment to environmental causes. Keely's passion for protecting nature inspired Pierce to become more involved in advocacy and charitable work. The couple frequently supports organizations focused on ocean conservation and environmental protection. Friends often describe their partnership as grounded and supportive, built on mutual respect and shared values. For Pierce, this chapter of life represents balance, a blend of family, creativity, and meaningful work outside of acting. The love and stability he found later in life helped complete the sense of home he had searched for since childhood. Art, purpose, and a lasting legacy. Today, Pierce Brosnan continues to explore creativity beyond the screen. In addition to acting, he has developed a serious passion for painting. His artwork has been exhibited internationally and often raises funds for charitable causes. Painting allows him to slow down and reflect in a world that once demanded constant attention. Alongside his artistic work, he remains active in environmental advocacy and public awareness campaigns. His life story shows how resilience can shape a person's path in unexpected ways. The boy who once felt like an outsider eventually became one of cinema's most recognizable faces. Yet the real achievement lies not only in fame, but in the way he built a meaningful life through family, creativity, and purpose. Behind the iconic tuxedo stands a man whose journey is far richer than any fictional spy story.